Again, I'm Rexelle Piad.
I'm Zenos Harvey Apal.
So we'd like to greet everyone. Good afternoon. I'll start. For those who don't know me, I'm Rexelle Piad. I was one of Celine's batchmates in med school, and more importantly, I was her seatmate for 2 whole years. So I first met Celine when we were assigned to the same trans group. And for those who are unfamiliar with this, it's basically a random group of strangers you're first to work with for your entire med school life. And on our very first day, a lot of people came in early to school, frantically reserving seats for all of their friends. And at that point, yung choosing seats feels like life or death situation talaga. And I remember messaging our group, asking where they were, what to do. And they told me that they had a seat saved. So I sat down right next to Celine. Little did I know that that simple decision would lead me to having the privilege of becoming your seatmate for the next 2 years. In a school like Ateneo Med, when you're seatmates, it means that you're sitting beside your seatmate every lecture, every hour, every day. Sobrang todo sawaan. And when you sit beside someone that much, you don't just share arm space. You actually end up journeying together and witnessing their entire lives. So I bore witness to many of Celine's adventures and misadventures. I saw her amazing moments when she absorbed lectures with ease. I saw her short, sporty era where she joined ASMPH volleyball. But details of our volleyball era to be discussed another time. I saw her claim that she was stressed before exams, but let's be real, Celine never looks stressed. When people fall asleep in school or in class, typically you look ugly, your mouth is open, you're drooling. I've seen Celine take a nap in class, she's smiling the whole time. Kakaiba talaga. I saw her ability to inspire when she led other people in organizations, and I bore witness to her great capacity to love from all of her random cuentos about her mom, her sister, her dad, and cricket. But there was one moment I distinctly remember. One morning, Celine wasn't in her usual seat, and she was sitting in the front, on the left side. Sinong nakaupo doon? Her bestie, Lance. And I remember asking her, hindi ba naging kayo? Or isn't it confusing? Bestie. And then she looked at me as if I asked the most ridiculous thing in the world. And she said, huh? Hindi no? Best friend ko lang yan talaga. Oh. But life loves to surprise us, and here we are today. So Celine used to mention that she used to want a first and last kind of love. And the fairy tale kind where you have one boyfriend, one love story from beginning to end. And honestly, who wouldn't want that? It's simple, it's romantic. But I think life in its own wisdom gave you something even better. It gave you a best friend to spend your whole life with. And and this is someone who didn't just fall in love with you at first sight. It's someone who journeyed with you throughout your whole entire life. And honestly, Celine, you're not just marrying your boyfriend today. You're marrying your safe place, your teammate, and someone who will be with you forever. So, Lance, it is now your privilege to be her forever date and her forever seatmate. You can all still say, yeah, best friend ko lang yan talaga. But not because it's the end point of your relationship, but because it's actually your foundation. It will be your foundation in both good and in bad times. And Lance, you'll be the one sitting beside her through all the laughter, the tears, the struggles, and all the successes, like you have done before. You see all the random cuentos and all the naps that she's gonna take. Most likely, she'll still be smiling throughout all of those naps. But, of course, you'll be one of the reasons why she's smiling. Celine, I truly cannot think of a more perfect partner for you. So please raise your glasses with me. Later. It's Harvey now.
Hi, good afternoon again, everyone. I am Zenos Harvey Apal. I am one of Lance's closest friends. So I've known him for over 10 years now. We met in college when we were studying health sciences with other friends, Janine, Riza, Mox, and Gab. If you knew Lance back then, you'd remember him as the quiet one, the introvert, the rule follower, the guy who actually reads instructions and the syllabus even. While the rest of us were just trying to survive, Lance already had a comprehensive college plan and maybe a spreadsheet documenting day-to-day tasks and probably what grade he'll get by the end of the semester. True? But even then, Lance was someone you could always count on. Not loud, not flashy, but steady. Reliable, present when it mattered most. So, over the years, sorry. Over the years, Lance has collected an impressive list of achievements. Just to name a few, he finished BS Health Sciences with a minor in Health Economics, earned his Doctor of Medicine, completed an MBA, and even went on to finish a Master's in Evidence-Based Healthcare at Oxford. But here's the thing. As impressive as it sounds, I truly believe Lance's biggest achievement isn't any of those things. It's that somewhere along the way, he became more human. To me, he'll always be Lance Victory Sese, who once daydreamed with me in between social sciences classes about being an oxon. And the reason being, ngayon, deeper na yung reason niya. But then, nainggit lang talaga kami sa prof namin na may MSc, oxon. Kaya gusto din namin na magkaroon nun. He would always be that friend who'd remind me na meron palang final sa physics lab na di ko alam schedule for the day kasi alam naman niyang by doing so wala namang mawawala sa kanya. He'd be genuinely happy to see his peers succeed or get high grades as well. And at a time when I wanted to rebrand myself as artsy and stayed away from the idea of being nerdy high school student, he inspired me to be authentic. That I can actually be both and stay considerably cool by being nerdy and artsy as well. Definitely he grew from that reserved by the book college kid into someone more caring, more compassionate, and more present. Especially noticed this when we entered medical school where he made himself more readily available socially and even in extracurricular activities. He learned not just how to heal patients, but how to connect with people, not just how to succeed, but how to feel. He became not just a great doctor, but a fully human one. And then came Celine. Celine, you didn't just join Lance's life. You didn't just join our barkada. You helped shape the person we are witnessing here today. He brought out his warmth, his lightness, and his ability to be more carefree. With you, he laughs more, opens up more, and lives more fully. Sa totoo, sobrang hirap na hirap kami maghanap sa kanya online before for updates. Wala siyang Instagram, wala siyang Facebook. But with you, lagi, monthly, may updates siya na kung anong ginagawa ninyo. So, as we come to this toast, I want to say this. Life has taught Lance that sleepless nights don't really end. Exams somehow keep coming and training is never truly over. You know that. But the difference now is that he won't be alone. This time he has you, Celine, and of course his family, and now your family as well. By his side through long work nights, future trainings, and every challenge that comes with the life he chose. And for the moments when life and distance mean that we, his friends, can be there, he has found his constant, his partner, his home. So to Lance and Celine, may your love carry you through every exam, every challenge, and every chapter still to come. Cheers to the start of your forever, and we wish you all the best. So enjoy your day.
Enjoy.
So say that you're on a